Trevs Hockey Show. I'm the Trev. It's too sweet. Anyway, this is the first video for 22-23. So let's start that playlist up right here. Draft lottery is held today. And, well, really, no set of surprises to speak of anyway. None that were completely earth-shattering, but this does set up the first 16 picks for the NHL draft. And, well, let's discuss it. So real quickly, here are your odds going into the lottery tonight. Starting at the bottom, and of course Vegas, wherever they went, was going to Buffalo. And this is all based on statistical order as opposed to just random order. Seattle had your third best odds. Montreal obviously had your best odds. It's funny how you go from Cup champs to fishing for the first overall pick all within a year. It's funny how that works. And Chicago's pick there, going to Columbus as part of the Seth Jones trade. But those are your odds going in. And I'm not going to discuss picks 16 through 6 because that would just take too damn long. So let's just concentrate on the top 5. 16 through 5, though, did remain in the same order. You see Columbus gets number 6 from Chicago. Buffalo gets number 16 from Vegas. Now Buffalo's going to have 3 first-rounders, as they also have pick number 9, as well as Florida's first-round pick, wherever they end up finishing. But yeah, Philly stayed at number 5. Seattle dropped down a spot, which meant a team jumped up a spot or 2. Arizona went from having best chance at second pick to the third pick. That's Arizona's luck, right? If any team could have needed a Shane Wright, it could have been Arizona, but not this year. Since it wasn't overly hard to guess or ascertain, Jersey finished at number 2, which means they were the team that jumped up. And I'm not going to lie, I was nail-biting thinking that maybe Jersey was getting another first overall pick. But, as I did say, there weren't many surprises. And this was the least surprising of all, as Montreal will be picking first overall for the 6th time in franchise history. If you need a refresher, 1963, they picked Gary Monahan. Who's that? Never heard of him? It's okay, he never played. 1968, they drafted Michael Place, who was your first goalie selected first overall in the amateur draft, entry draft, whatever you want to call it. I know a lot of people like to say DiPietro, but DiPietro is your first goalie in the modern draft. Place is your first goalie overall, period. 1969, they selected Réjean Houle. 1971, they selected the late great Guy Lafleur. In 1980, they selected Doug Wickenheiser. So I've heard rumblings that Montreal's entertaining at least the possibility of trading Shane Wright. And I think it's consensus Shane Wright's going first overall. There's no debate on this. But you know how rumors are. They're just rumors till they happen. Be interesting to see if they actually did entertain an offer for first overall pick. So here's your order. Or at least your top 5. I will go into what it means for Seattle when we get closer to the date, but our second first rounder is a 4th overall pick. We'll go with that. So that's another one of Trev's hockey shows. I want to thank you for tuning in. Don't think I don't appreciate the gesture, especially if you're right here. It's great for both of us. You're helping me with the algorithm, and I'm helping you by feeding you info. It's a great thing. So since you're here, drop that thumbs up. If you haven't already, and you're strongly considering it, go ahead and hit that red button. Subscribing makes you feel good. You want it, I want it. Let's make it happen. get to 250. I know it's a lofty goal from this point, but let's make that happen all the same. Socials in the description down below. Moving forward, I'm going to go over another award prediction. And this one, it might be a little bit tough. I thought yesterday's Norris was tough. The one I got coming up, I think, is a little bit tougher. But either way, in the meantime, and in between time, be looking for more videos from the Trev. Later.